This week on Crime Watch with the Namibian Marshal Rangers.
Drugs. Yes, drugs is a problem in Namibia. Believe it or not, although we have a small population, we still have a problem out there, especially amongst the youth, with drugs. We have people that are smuggling drugs into this country. Last year we had cases where a truck driver was caught with a large amount of mandrax, which was being brought into the country. We have other chemical drugs like LSD that is coming into the country, ecstasy. All these things are coming in with what we call drug mules. Now recently the Namibian police has been working together with Interpol and the Brazilian police, where they managed to catch at the airport a drug mule. Now this person is a 52-year-old person, which means they use elderly people, they use children, they use women to pretend like they're pregnant, bringing in packages. What's happening is these drugs are coming into our country, they've been sold on the market, and they are being sold to our youth, to our young people at events, clubs, parties, things like that. And what people don't realize is we live in a day and age where experimental drug testing is very, very dangerous. There are so many crooked people out there, dealers, that are making mixed drugs. They're taking chemicals, they're mixing it into the drugs, and thus it is causing people to die, overdose, and even go mad. We have a new drug on the market which is causing big trouble. It's called flakka. It's happening all over the world, and this drug is causing people to actually lose control. They have no control of their minds or their bodies. People, we need to start thinking, is it really wise to experiment with drugs just for a quick fix or for a moment of fun? This guy was bringing in cocaine sachets, little cocaine bags that he was bringing in through his body. These people are also risking their lives bringing this in. We've had cases in the past where the bags have broken inside their stomachs and ruptured, and this has caused them to die. But the drug industry is a big industry. I know a lot of people are still dealing with things like cannabis, which is known as dacha. That is one of the smaller drugs on the market in Namibia, because a lot of people are smoking it on a social level. But when it comes to chemical drugs like cocaine, heroin, mandrax, and things like this, LSD and flakka, we must be very, very careful, because you think you're going out for a night of fun, and at the end of the day you're taking some chemical that has been mixed for profit and not for the fact that they want to give you some bit of fun or pleasure, and you are putting your life at risk and other people's lives at risk. So we want to recommend that you avoid doing and totally abstain from even sampling. Some of the drugs today are coming in forms of sweets. They look like jelly babies and stuff like that. People, be careful what you take. If you go out to a club or party, don't just pop anything in your mouth. I must commend the Namibian police drug unit for what they are doing, what they are achieving, the way they are combating drugs coming into the country, working with overseas police, Interpol, to be able to combat and keep these things out of our country. I would end this off by saying, should you be aware of anybody who is bringing in drugs, dealing in drugs in Namibia, contact your nearest police. You can stay anonymous, which means nobody's going to know that you gave the information. But you know what? I have dealt with young people who have overdosed on drugs, and it's one of the saddest sights to see a young person lose their life over drugs, or actually become mentally unstable because of the fact that they've experimented with drugs. People, I ask you, be wise and save lives.